after the game, the conversation a lot was, well, maybe not $60 million a year for Brock Purdy. Maybe let's be reasonable and settle at 45 million a year. That's a good midpoint for Brock Purdy. What do you think about that discourse?
Yeah, that I listened on the post game show on NBC Sports, and I like those guys, Carlos and Dante and Rod Brooks, good guys, and they were talking about, and I think the median figure they came up with was 48 million, and I respectfully disagree because they're good guys.
Mhm.
Um, if I were running the team, this is exactly what I would do. I would make Purdy play out his contract. I looked up his contract. In 2025, he earns $1,100,000. I think he's worth that. And I
Mhm.
would say we're drafting a quarterback and we're bringing in a veteran, and it's open competition. And here's
Mhm.
why: you sucked in 2024. Look at his stats, people. He's a middle of the road quarterback. If you didn't
Mhm.
know what he did before this season, you'd say, why would you think of giving millions to this guy? He's the middle
Mhm.
of the road quarterback. Iggy,
Mhm.
he has 15 TDs and 9 picks.
Yeah. In
It
14
sucks.
games, he has 15
That
touchdown passes. It
sucks.
sucks. Yeah.
It sucks. Why would you
Yeah.
give him even $20 million or 15? I would
Yeah.
say, I'm not giving you this money. Prove
Yeah.
it. You had a chance. Oh, listen, Iggy.
Yeah.
Brock, you had a chance on Thursday night against the Rams. You were going to show your character to the world like
Mhm.
Muhammad Ali did as a fighter. This was your chance to make your case for 60 million or 50 million or 40 million. You couldn't do it. You couldn't go
No.
into the dark place. You
No.
threw an awful pick. You sailed many of your passes. You flunked. You flunked your
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
We don't reward that. The 49ers don't reward flunking. You don't
Mhm.
get a consolation of 35 million. You get play your goddamn contract. Let's see who you are next season. And if you want to sit out, you and your agent are pissed. You want to sit out? We'll trade you. We'll
Mhm.
find somebody who can hand off and
Mhm.
do short passes. They're all over the world.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
want to sit out, and we'll talk about later about people sitting out. You want to sit out? We'll send you to Tampa. We'll send you to Jacksonville. We don't need you here. That's how I
Yeah.
feel. You want to sit out? Goodbye. You're
Yeah.
offended? Goodbye. I'm offended about how you played last night. I'm offended.
Enjoy, enjoy Carolina.
Enjoy Carolina. We don't
Yeah.
need you here. We'll find
Yeah.
somebody who can do better. And you can't play in snow and you can't play in rain. Well, I'm sorry. The world has weather. It's a funny thing how the world has weather. You're going to have to play in the rain and snow, especially later on in important games as the season winds down, other seasons, and you end up in the Midwest sometime. Oh, you have small hands and you can't do it in the rain? Go to Carolina. Look at somebody
Yeah.
with bigger hands.
No, we'll trade you
Meanwhile,
to a
you
team in a dome. We'll send you to a
wait
dome
a
team.
team. Yeah, we'll get you a dome
You can
team.
go to New
Yeah,
Orleans. You can go be Derek Carr's backup. Maybe you
yeah,
can beat
go to
him out.
go to New Orleans. But no, you don't like that you have to play this contract. That's your contract. Too bad because we're holding you to it.
You
That's
should have
it.
played better against the Rams. Like you couldn't have been worse.
Yeah, and we're supposed to reward that with $35 million or 40.
Yeah.
If the Yorks do that, Iggy, they're crazy. If they
Yeah.
say, we would have given you 60, but you screwed up, so we're only going to give you 40. For that, you get $40 million for 6 points.
Yeah.
Uh, it, hello,
Yeah.
McFly.
Yeah. So I looked up the stats. Like he's played like 42 games. He's thrown passes in 42 games. First 24, his quarterback rating was 114, and he had 45 touchdowns and 11 picks. Last 18, quarterback rating's 91. He's got 20 touchdowns and 14 picks. That's like half of his career that he's been pretty mediocre. What are we talking? It's been
Yeah,
a while since he was this like
yeah,
dominant player.
yeah. Sometimes, like I looked at him last night, Iggy, he almost looked like a high schooler who had wandered onto the field.
Yes.
Oh, we'll give this
Yes.
kid a chance. He didn't know what he was
Yeah.
doing.
Remember that movie Big? With Tom Hanks.
I do. Yeah.
He goes to
at
the
the end,
boardwalk and he
yeah,
wishes he's an adult, and all of a
yeah,
sudden, that's Brock Purdy.
yeah, and at the end, he shrunk and the clothes got too big on him, and when he
That
went
happened
back to
last
the
night.
boardwalk, yeah, it did.
And it was funny, Brock Purdy's first career start was December 11th, 2022, and yesterday was December 12th. It's like 2 years, the beginning and end. That could be the end for
Yeah.
Brock. And one more thing with him. He's got 3 more games. Here's how much I care what he does the next 3 games. Not at all. It doesn't matter. When it mattered, he blew it.
Iggy, that is such an important point, and thank you for bringing it up. Because people say maybe he'll do well in the next 3 games. Doesn't matter. When he had to go into the dark place and he had to win for the team, he couldn't do it. All the rest is hot air. It's meaningless. It's a helium balloon flying above the earth. What he does in the next 3 games, if he has the highest passer rating in the league, if he's player of the week, doesn't matter. When it came to the moment, to the crisis moment for his team and his career, he scored 6 points. Iggy, I love the point you're making. They're going to play 3 more games, but it's almost like exhibition games.
Yeah. And again, what the Niners do, they don't extend his contract. They draft a quarterback. And those guys compete. They maybe bring in a veteran too.
A veteran too.
Yeah. But I mean, definitely, if you got to draft a quarterback in the first round, do it. And I mean, that's what the Vikings did this year. They drafted JJ McCarthy and they signed Sam Darnold. And if Brock Purdy doesn't want to be a part of that, then trade him and sign Sam Darnold and draft a quarterback.
Yes. And Iggy, I want to say another thing about Purdy. He's in the past has been a very good quarterback. Now he's a mediocre quarterback. If he thinks that he can get a job in the rest of the league, that the rest of the league is eager for him, he's mistaken. He's good in the 49ers system because it demands certain things he's good at. Reading defenses at the line of scrimmage and a quick release. But other teams want you to be able to actually throw the ball down the field. He floats the ball. Any deep pass with him, Whitner said it last night, the pass to Pearsall had to be a line drive, and he threw a pop fly. He can't do it. He is not as valuable to any other team in the league as he is to the 49ers. So I think the 49ers have all the leverage, and they should use it.
Yeah. Who's going to trade a first-round pick for Brock Purdy and say, this is our franchise savior? The Raiders, after that backfired with Jimmy Garoppolo? No.
Not going to happen.
Like, it would have to be a team that runs Kyle Shanahan's system. And there's only like 3 or 4 of them, and they have quarterbacks. Like the Dolphins won't want him. The Texans won't want him.
Green Bay won't want him.
Green Bay won't want him. Washington won't want him.
The Rams won't want him.
The Rams won't want him. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it.
Iggy, we used to debate whether or not he was a top 10 quarterback. Is he even a top 15 quarterback?
Hard to say that he is. Hard to take away Christian McCaffrey, he looks very average.